Hello and welcome to the Just for Gamers video game podcast. Episode 124, A New Dawn, A New Day. In this week's episode, Sonic is back. JfG Ash gets a cheeky upgrade.
Cheeky?
JfG Alex learns how to throw like a boss.
And my axe.
There's a moan about cards and chests. And finally, we finish a bit early.
Just contact Ash for a refund there, buddies. Hello and welcome to the JfG podcast. This is episode 124. My name is Alex and I'm joined as ever by my very good friend Ash. Hey buddy, how are you this week?
Hey buddy, as always, I'm good on a Wednesday. Yeah, sparkling thoughts. Give me the hope to go on, sponsored by Lorde.
Mate.
Yeah.
Mate.
What is it?
Have you had that Lorde album yet?
I haven't heard that Lorde album yet.
Fucking, I tell you, when you do...
Yeah, when I do. On my bucket list.
It's gonna be a revelationary experience for you, buddy.
I can't, I think that's why I'm putting it off so much, because I'm just the anticipation is just there. I don't want to get let down.
I just feel like you can only be let down after it's been dragged out for all this time.
I mean, at no point have I been excited about listening to this album, but yeah, I'm sure it would be fine. I'm sure I'm going to
well, yeah, it's a fucking great album, mate. Just so you know,
okay,
just in case you wondered.
Yeah, well,
get a mention later on in the show as well. So.
Is that the sponsored bit again?
No, well, yeah, she's going to be on. yeah.
Special guest, Lorde.
Yeah, she's coming on.
I love it.
Nice.
No. Wow, fucking football, mate.
Football's
back.
Football is back, and therefore it was probably the worst weekend to go on a stag do because I missed all the football. But
you missed a lot of
football. I did catch the Friday night game between the Arsenal and Leicester.
It was a cracker, a corker
sumptuous
of a game.
Classic.
Who'd have thought that would happen?
It was liquid football. It was exactly the same Arsenal from last year versus a similar Leicester. So. There was that. But yeah, did you enjoy all the football over the weekend, buddy?
I did, buddy. I enjoyed lots of the football. I enjoyed the football scores because of the fantasy football. Put me up into second place, which is nice. Oh yeah, got some goals. One of my players got a red card though, so that wasn't great.
You got Shelby?
No, I got Cahill.
Oh yeah, Cahill and Fabregas.
Yeah, Fabregas. So he's been kicked out of the squad now, and old... whatever his name is, Alex is Arnold. Mate.
Trent Reznor. From Nine Inch Nails.
I watched the Liverpool game last night, and fuck me, it was so annoying hearing his name, because they had to say the whole thing. I was just like, no. Said it like 20 times within like 2 minutes. I was like, you just no.
I feel like when he gets a bit bigger and the Spanish commentary team on Pez gets hold of him, then that's when he's going to really come alive. That is going
to be a beautiful...
Trent Alexander-Arnold!
Yeah, mate, I'm glad the football's back. It's good. And I'm glad I've got my new TiVo box, buddy, because I can record like everything, and it's great.
Man, I'm mildly jealous about that.
Well, you should be.
Yeah.
I also chawed, I already had my dad's like Sky Sports package, for streaming. I've also chawed his BT Sports package for streaming the football now. So it's all legit streaming these days, buddy. That's where it's at.
Couple of biatches, why not?
Legit to quit. Or something like that. Who knows?
Probably.
Legit to quit? Yeah, mate.
I guess so.
I'm that guy. Well, this week, buddy, I mean, avid listeners of the show will remember back in Christmas time that I went to a place called Gullivers Kingdom in Matlock Bath to see Santa.
I was surprised that it was open.
Yeah, Santa was there. It was magical. half of it was closed, and we got some free tickets out of that shit because we complained. Well, guess what I fucking did on Monday?
Oh, he's cashed them in.
Cash back.
Right in the summer season. Fuck you,
Exactly.
Gullivers Kingdom.
On a Monday as well. So there was like little to no people there. Loved it. Everywhere was open. It's fantastic.
You go on some cheeky roller coasters and stuff,
Went on
buddy?
a couple of roller coasters, which was not very thrilling, being it's a very like kid-friendly theme park. Went down a water chute or a flume in like a little rubber dinghy. That was fucking awesome. That was really fun.
And of course, you're quite familiar with the river rapids these days, buddy. So I'm sure that was nothing to you.
Professional rapider.
Did you get twatted around the face?
I didn't, luckily. No, not this time. No, I didn't get an oar in the face. Yeah.
Nice.
But I went on that pirate ship at the end. That wasn't a good idea. That made me feel all kinds of sick and horrible. I was like, this is not a motion that a grown man should be going through right now. I can't hack it anymore. I went on just a normal swing like a couple of weeks ago. I was like, no, this isn't for me anymore. I haven't got the stomach for a swing.
Possibly years of alcohol abuse there, buddy.
Possibly.
Kind of coming to fruition all in one go.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Just
saying hashtag.
Had a lovely day at Gulliver's Kingdom. Yeah, mate. It was glorious. Real nice.
Fucking beautiful, buddy. Beautiful like a teapot.
I got some good news today, buddy. Good news.
Ooh, here we are.
Everybody. Yeah, so I've spoken about how my old Google Pixel phone fucked up and how Google was so nice to me through the messages and things like that. And yeah, I sent it off last week or whenever it was. And I tracked it and it got there within 2 days. And that was like last Thursday. So it's nearly been a week now. And I'm thinking I probably should have heard something from them by now. But I was like, I'll give them the benefit of doubt because they said 14 days. I'm like, okay, I'll leave it. Today I checked my email and they're like, hello, Ashley, or whatever they called me. Probably shitface or something.
Hello, cockbag.
Hello, fucktard. A bit of an inconvenience for you, but we can't replace your Pixel phone. How about we send you this Google Pixel XL phone instead? Are you all right with that?
Mate, that's got XL on the end, which suggests it's perhaps better in some way.
It's a bigger phone, therefore better.
Okay.
Yeah, better.
That's a bit of a result.
I know. I was like, in the fucking message back, I was a bit cheeky. I was like, this does mean that I'm going to have to buy a new case, but I guess I can take it off your hands kind of thing. And then also at the end, he was like, if you've got any questions, let me know. I'm like, can you throw in a free Google Daydream with that as well? ? Being a bit cheeky. And then he responded saying, cool, I'll send the phone. Unfortunately, I couldn't find a fucking Google Daydream View, the VR headset. I was like, you fucktard.
What a bastard.
I know, at least I thought they might throw in a cheeky case or something, because I hinted at the fact that I'd have to buy a new case. I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
Be like, I can't give you the fucking VR headset, but have a free case. I'm like, that'll do.
You left that open for them to make your dreams come true.
Exactly, but failed miserably.
Didn't do that.
Fair dues, buddy. Getting a new, bigger, better phone. I think it's like exactly the same power, apart from like literally it's bigger. It's got more pixels per inch and shit like that. So yeah, fucking sweet. New phone, bigger, better, harder, faster.
Yeah, more productive.
I can't remember
the
rest
same
of that
productive.
Song. Productive equal
productive.
Reductive.
Indeed.
So yeah, fucking last thing I'm going to talk about this week. Like, quite a lot's happened, but I can't be asked to talk about most of it. This was quite cool. I bought a game for the fourth time. Again, the same game for a fourth time. This
Skyrim?
No, this equals Skyrim now, which is also 4. Minecraft, buddy. I bought Minecraft again.
What did you buy it on this time?
I bought it on Android because it was on sale for 99p instead of the normal like £7. And I was like, shit, yeah, I'll buy that. My kids can play it on their tablets. They'll love it. Lap it up. I'm like the best dad ever. I mean, fucking suck a dick, other dads.
Yeah, take that.
In your face.
Right in it.
But, the main thing that I want to talk about is that it has, like, local multiplayer. I was like, what? You can just fucking... You load it up, and then it's like... my son loaded it on his tablet, and then I got my daughters installed it on there and loaded it up, and it was just like, do you want to join this game? It's on your network. I'm like, what? And just click on it, boom. They're in the same game. No fucking
That's fantastic.
I know. I was like, that's fucking awesome. That's really,
because
really
no
cool.
fucker would have complained had that not been in there.
Yeah, totally. But because like it's just like it says like Milo's like whatever world, and then it's like, yeah, do you want to join it? And then bosh, in they went, and yeah, we met up and did some Minecrafting together. It was cool on the tablets.
Nice, very cool, buddy. Very cool indeed.
Yeah, man. Like I just think that's crazy. It's one of those things that I just didn't expect it to be there. But pow, 99 pence worth, and I know the Pizzle, aka PJ, picked up Minecraft as well because he loves a bit of diggy, buddy.
He loves to dig. He does not know why.
So apart from that, buddy, just the usual, lots of drinking, lots of gaming. What are you been up to, buddy? How was the Staggeroo-doo?
Oh yeah, I've been in Bristol, haven't I, Brizzle? Hello, mate. Alright, mate.
Hello, mate.
Alright, mate. That's the badger. Orders.
Paper.
Gert Lash orders. And so on. And so it goes on. The people of Bristol, most of whom don't talk like that. But
they should.
They certainly should, buddy. They should. Bunch of fucking farmers down there. But what
true.
a city! And I hadn't been back there for several years. I went to uni down in Bath and got over to Bristol for gigs every now and again, but never really made the most of that town. Shit, man, it's cool. It's really cool. There's loads of shit there. It's great. We went out. We went drinking, dancing, fighting. Nope.
No fucking, just fighting.
Yep.
Like it.
Yep. There you go. So yeah, but it was a nice hodgepodge of activities versus drinking, buddy, and sometimes time management got the better of me, and I was out till sort of 5 on the Friday night,
standard,
which I haven't done for a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, did all activities, buddy. We had some activities on each day, courtesy of old friend of the podcast, Mark. This was, of course, friend of the podcast, Dan's Stag Do. So good shit. And brap, and brap. So yeah, we went on the Friday. We went to this laser tag place, but it was with a bit of a twist in that you had to wear these belts, and they were basically electric shock belts. So every time you got hit, like, you got a shock in the chest.
Yeah,
and it was painful enough.
Yeah.
I started getting used to it after a while, buddy, because I was being picked on by the little cunt there. And
nice.
Yeah, he
pick on the big guy,
the guy with the little sort of Amish bearded motherfucker. I'm not sure what was going on there, and his fat weird mate. But they were kind of running the show, and he kept shocking me from his little laptop, sitting on his throne of lies. But I kind of got used to it after a while and started sort of shouting "I love you" at him, and that was fine. But yeah, it was just enough pain to stop you from being gung ho. Like it was just enough incentive to
hold
hide
back
in cover and try and protect your ass.
Nice.
Because it was nasty. Like it was nasty,
uncomfortable.
Yeah, there was a dramatic twist on proceedings, buddy, and the weapons were all sort of like proper metal motherfuckers as well. It wasn't like neoplastic bullshit. So yeah, it was really fun. We did like a team deathmatch, and then we did a sniper round, and then sort of a last man standing at the end. But yeah, just fucking cool, really good. Gotta love a bit of laser tag, buddy. Better than Quasar Gillingham from the 90s. Much better than
just
that.
a bit.
That they knocked down because it was hazardous. Then we had a Saturday activity day, buddy. Saturday fun day, as they say. I believe the saying goes. And we got started off with some blind driving.
Nice. How was that?
It was a dude in a Land Rover.
Yeah.
And there was a dirt track in a field where you had to go through like gates with cones either side.
Cool.
And literally, everyone had to go. You put a blindfold on, and then the rest of your team basically goes, go, left, right, left. Like that was it. That was what it was. And it was weird because when you're in a car and you can't see, then you don't really know even what direction you're going in at all. Like, you can feel that you're moving because of the ground, but you wouldn't know if you're going forwards or backwards or how fast that was happening. So that was weird. Plus, it didn't have a power steering, so you couldn't just release the wheel and it would sort of kick back into the middle.
Oh no,
so
that's even worse.
For the first half of it, we were going straighten up, and the poor fucker with the blindfold on is thinking, I don't know how to straighten up. I don't know whether to go left or right. Yeah, pointless. So we basically all sort of made a half-assed job of it, and then the instructor guy took us round with friend of the podcast Dan at the helm and done it in about half the time the rest of us did. So,
oh, really?
Yeah. He was pretty special at it, but then that's his fucking job, buddy.
Well, communicating and all that.
I'd expect nothing less. Went on to assault rifle firing, which I was terrible at because
nice.
I think I might be blind in my right eye.
Okay.
So that wasn't great. But they were good at it.
And
we got some good.
Get in the army then, buddy. They can't sign you up now.
No, mate. No, I don't fancy it. Don't fancy it. Too much of a pussy-hole. So, they were good at it, and we got some good footage on the old iPhones, buddy, with the slow motion, so you could see the rounds coming out of the side and
nice.
that. It was pretty sweet. Got some good photos. Then we did segways, which was an obstacle course. And obviously seasoned veteran on the old segways, buddy. So no problems for me there. No problems whatsoever.
Did you get the fastest time?
Certainly did.
Nailed it.
Fucking should have done as well. I was the only person who'd ever been on a Segway before. So, something heinously wrong if anything other than that had happened. But, that was fun. And then we did axe throwing, buddy, and it turns out that I'm not too bad at throwing a tomahawk axe.
It's that native Indian in you?
Yeah.
I guess.
The Native American thing.
Native American, there you go, yeah.
Where it sort of rotates and then dead. It was axe throwing. It was cool.
Okay. How did it just feel natural? Were you like, this feels good in my hand?
No, the dude was like, if it feels natural, you're doing it wrong. I was like, okay. Because you don't, if you throw it, then you whip it and then it spins too much.
Yeah.
Like, it's naturally weighted so that you are supposed to just sort of release it with momentum. So the idea is that you lean back.
Okay,
I get you. Push off forward with your back foot.
And then just
release
itself.
Sort of in a straight line. And you don't give it any spin or whip or anything.
Yeah.
And it will counterbalance itself, rotate once, and then fuck up the thing you're throwing it at.
That's fucking science.
It's clever. So if you were doing it like a robot, you were doing it right, apparently. And,
there you go. You are robotic, buddy.
Kind of got the gist in the end. Didn't do too bad at that.
So I think that just proves that you're really shit at throwing.
I
guess.
It wasn't really
you throw
throwing.
like a bit of a spaz.
I think so.
Is that right?
Yeah. But that's not an issue, provided what I'm throwing is a tomahawk.
And then
axe.
you're the motherfucking G.
It's one for the CV, buddy. It's definitely going to come up in the future, and it'll take pride of place in my personal statement.
I mean,
from
are
now
you thinking
on.
career changer now? A
I think so.
Tomahawk thrower.
Tomahawk axe thrower.
Yeah, maybe that's an Olympic sport. Who knows?
From a Segway.
Wow, stepping up whilst blindfolded. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
With electric shock nipple.
Electric
tassels.
shock. Lasers.
Yeah.
Freaking laser beams.
Freaking laser beams.
So fucking good shit. Got an old friend of the podcast Dan fucked up on multiple occasions. Had a bit of a boogie, and then on the Sunday we went go-karting, buddy. Indoor go-karting. Never done that before. Done all the outdoor shit.
How was the indoor compared to the outdoor?
I thought it was going to be slidier and slipperier than outdoor, because it's kind of feel like, like tarmac It's going to have a bit more
Strong
grip
name.
to it.
Yeah.
You know, the sort of squeakiness of the little sort of caster wheels inside. But I actually thought it was sort of the opposite. Like there was a bit of slide if you sort of slam the brake down on a hairpin. Yeah. But to be honest, for the most part, I felt like I had more grip going around the bends. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really fucking fun. Was putting in the old times, buddy. Got pretty close to the old leaderboard, not too far off.
Nice.
So, fucking brushing away around there. And I would have won as well.
What happened?
I got fucked up by one of our party.
Nice. That's what you want. Getting that party spirit. Let's fuck him up.
He won't listen to this podcast, which is unfortunate because he needs to know what a fucking douchebag he is.
Just let rip, mate. Right, fuck it.
Rip in peace.
Yeah.
Wow. I lapped him, and then
okay, so he's already a lap behind you, and he fucked you up.
Came up to lap him a second time.
Okay,
wouldn't get out of the way.
Right.
Managed to eventually find my way through, buddy.
Did you do the mandatory beep beep?
I did nothing. I just found my way through because he weren't going to let me, even though he was a lap down.
Yeah.
So at this point, he's 2 laps down.
2 laps down.
Obviously slightly irked by that for some reason, and so we come up to a hairpin. I go out wide to take it, you know, like
Standard,
you do.
Yeah.
Fucking professional, son. I've done this before.
Yeah,
it's not my first rodeo.
Line. Yeah.
Oh yeah, take the racing line.
Yeah.
So I move in to kiss the apex. Full whack straight into the side of me, puts me up on 2 wheels.
Oh shit!
Yeah, didn't even brake, mate, because I would have heard the squeak if he'd braked.
Someone's been playing too much Grand Theft Auto.
Someone's a naughty cunt, and it's him. And and it cost me the race. The only time I got overtaken in the whole thing was during that accident, buddy, and confident I could have held on till the end.
You must have been out for quite some time then.
Well, it was an Ironman race, so yeah, it was a 10-minute qualifying and then a 40-minute race, and it felt like 5 hours.
Oh, I bet.
I'm still feeling it now.
Oof.
Man, honestly, does you in. Yeah, no, hardcore. But yeah, fucking really fun. We need to go karting again, is basically what I learned from the situation.
But luckily, buddy, we've got the new F1 coming out very soon.
Man, it's Racing Game Central this year.
That's all that is. I mean, we'll talk about that later somewhere, I guess.
Yeah, we'll move on to games now. Very briefly, I saw old Spider-Man Homecoming, buddy, and it was good.
Nice.
It wasn't great. It was good.
Okay.
Yeah. So that'll do me. Let's go and talk about what we've been playing.
Cool.
So you've had a good old run this week by the looks, buddy. I know we were both tucking into sort of maybe 1 or 2 games for the long haul last week. So do you want to kick things off? What have you been playing?
Firstly, more Infinite Mini Golf. The kids love that game. Because it's crazy golf, buddy.
Whoa, crazy!
Crazy. It's okay. It's a crazy golf game. What more can you say?
I can say I think it's got a little bit too much in the way of power-ups and nonsense.
It has, but you can turn all that shit off if you want. There's a lot of options in there, I think.
Okay.
So, yeah, the more you want, the more you don't want, the more you don't have to have, buddy. So, yeah, I think if we do want to just play straight-up craziness without the silly Billy jumping and the rockets and the whatever, I think that is a possibility.
Sweet as the proverbial.
Yeah, which is good. I've been playing some more NHL and loving it still. Fuck me.
Saw you post to the old community, a bit of art this week, buddy, from you.
Mate, 50 goals in a season.
Ooh.
I'm up to 70 now. I'm scoring all the goals.
Man, you're all about it, aren't you?
Yeah, I've got this, mate. I've got this. I know where to put that puck now to score pretty much nearly every
goal.
time. Put it in the goal, really. There's a hell of a lot of games. Like, I don't understand why footballers complain so much about how many games they have to play. These guys, like, if this is like real, have to play like 3-4 games like a week, and it goes on forever. It's insane. I don't know how many games there are.
Because it's not even like baseball where for the most part you just stand about.
No, you're fucking pelting about, getting in fights, doing all the, it's fucking ice hockey. It's mental.
It is.
But yeah, I thought, I'm just going to finish this season out and that'll do me for a while. So I thought, I'll chuck loads of hours into it. And I'm still going. I think I'm just like over about 3/4 of the way through the season. And I've played like, I don't know, 40 games or something. It's mental. What else have I done? Hitman, back on Hitman. That's Hitman.
What have you been doing on there? Just
there was a mission that I hadn't done.
Really?
I think it was called Landfall. It's on Sapienza, which is, one of our favourites.
Best level.
There's like a government official down by the beach, and you have to kill him. I pushed him off the church tower onto a spike. Very satisfying.
I'm sure.
Very satisfying. Yeah, I don't know why I loaded it up. I just thought, Hitman, and wanted to have a little dabble. That game's still fucking awesome, mate. It really is. Like, I'm tempted to go back and play some of like the levels that I never really got stuck into, like Colorado and stuff like that.
I think I only played that the once. Like,
it wasn't one of my favourite ones because there was like 3 targets and shit on it. I was like, oh, this is a bit much, like getting around here and things. I found it really
difficult to stealth about, and
totally.
There's a lot of open spaces and a lot of cover that's only sort of half-sized. It's difficult to make your way across the map without fucking it up.
So yeah, I might go back into that. Maybe, who knows? And yeah, the final game that I've been playing is The Witness, buddy.
Oh shit, he went back after all.
After you spoke about old NoClip and stuff, I watched the documentary. It was fucking awesome. Really enjoyed it.
Cool, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really, really good. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try The Witness, and I played a bit of it, or like the beginning bit, with my son, and I just let him have a go at it, and he was just like, I didn't really tell him what to do or anything. I just gave him little hints, like, follow the cable, see where it goes, kind of thing, and it'll take you to like the next puzzle. And yeah, we started going through some of the puzzles. Like, that game gets hard quickly. It gets like when you start advancing like 5 or 6 puzzles in to an area, it's like, holy shit, like it's difficult. I mean, for a 7-year-old, but
well, yeah, but it doesn't fuck about, because I think
he
had so many ideas for different types of puzzles that it's almost like 8 panels and you're done of that concept kind of thing. So until the ending, at least.
But yeah, man, that game I loved that game. Like, it kind of made me just remember how obsessed I got with it, and like drawing fucking puzzles during the day at work and trying to work them out, so that when I get home I'm like, yeah, fuck it, I've done that one.
Has it got many pro enhancements, that game, buddy?
Sure
thing.
Who knows?
It is pretty though, isn't it? That
it's a very, very good looking game, and if you haven't played it, I think like it's normally in the sales for like £6 or something. Definitely pick it up and give it a go, because it might just get you. Who knows?
I think it's worth a punt.
Very interesting game.
It's very unique.
Also, it's just drawing lines, but it's a weird one.
It's crazy to hear how he essentially like emptied his pockets into that thing.
Yeah,
like
totally.
If that game had flopped, then he could well have been like broke, basically. But then I think that, like I was saying to the missus when we were watching it, like that's just an example of like a bit of a zany genius. Yeah, is that you just like fucking all on black kind of thing, like you just I'm totally all in, like I believe that this is going to be like really successful and I don't need to worry, so I'm going to do this incredibly reckless thing. And totally, of course, buddy, he was right in the long run, buddy.
Gibbons. But from that, buddy, is the standard Orcs Must Die Unchained, but we'll talk about that together at the end, I guess. So what have you been playing? Have you played anything new, buddy, this week?
Yeah, I finally played Just Cause 3, which I know isn't that new, but we got it like a week ago, didn't we, on PS Plus?
Yeah.
And I think I've played maybe an hour.
How'd you get on with that moped?
Man, I don't know. I mean, Funk lent me Far Cry 4 a little while ago, and I have to say, if I wanted this, then I'd be probably playing that.
Yeah.
Like, I know this has got the sort of zany...
it's crazy.
It's got the flying stuff and obviously the grappling hook's the big draw. And it is funny. It is.
It is
but
very funny.
Is there enough for me to keep playing?
No, of course it's not.
Probably not, to be honest. I'm not sure I give a fuck about it.
Did you watch any of the cutscenes? Because I fucking didn't.
I started watching it, but yeah, I mean, it's barely story, is it?
Yeah.
Like, everything's pretty poorly acted, and yeah, it looks nice enough. I haven't noticed a great deal in the way of performance issues so far, actually, but I guess there's time.
Yeah, there's some treats, buddy, for you. Don't worry.
I'm sure. But yeah, no, overall, just supremely underwhelmed. I will stick it out for another hour, I think, and confirm my suspicions that it's not for me. But yeah, not really enjoying it very much. It's fun flying about, I must say, and yeah, so cool. But at the same time, like, there's very little substance there. They've built a sandbox and there's fuck all to do in it, basically. So there you go. That's what I think about that.
Well, that's Just Cause 3, mate.
Yep.
Piece of
There
shit.
you go. Box quote. They built a sandbox and there's fuck all to do in it.
I love
8
it.
out of 10.
8 out of 10, no doubts.
Yeah. So the other one, buddy, is a new purchase for this week. Now,
Yeah, we won the game of buying games again, buddy. Well done. Congrats.
we have, and there are several games we could have bought this week, including Matterfall, which is
Yeah.
reviewing pretty well. The old Housemarque one that looks pretty tasty. And,
Yeah.
there's Cities Skylines,
Skyline,
which I really want that one as well, but I am willing to wait a little while for it to come out. I know you already had bought that on PC.
I think the
and-
fact that it says only that it's only got one player, I think that
Yeah.
put me off.
Yeah, I
buying
was
it
kind of
at full
hoping there
price.
might be at least some sort of integration there.
That'd have been cool.
But
but
there
yeah,
isn't.
I think you're right. We'll pick that up probably first time it goes in a sale. That's what we normally do with like games. We're like, yeah, we kind of really want this, but we're not willing to pay that kind of price. So when it goes, it'll probably go on sale before Christmas for 20 quid. I'm cool.
I
with
think so. Yeah, I think so. And again, like, if we were in a really barren spell and there was nothing good on the horizon, then we may well have taken the plunge here.
that.
But
Unfortunately, that's not the case.
there's like 6 games coming out in the next 6 weeks that we want, so
Yeah.
it's a burden on the old wallet, and you have to kind of think with your head and not your heart occasionally.
This is the moment in time where you're like, right, I've got to be very critical of what I'm going to buy now because it's going to affect what I get later down the line. And you know, when that golden release time comes, if it does come this year, who knows? Yeah, we got to be ready with our fucking wallets wide open to fucking throw money at games, buddy.
Absolutely, buddy.
Make
That
it
is
rain.
affirmatory. You are absolutely correct.
So yeah, what was the game that we bought and things?
We picked up Sonic because I love Sonic. I always loved Sonic. I've also hated all Sonic since Sonic 3 because it was all shit, apart from Sonic Adventure.
Great
which was
game. Great
good.
game.
It was a good game. So just that one, I guess. I loved Sonic. I loved Sonic on the Mega Drive and the Master System. I loved Sonic 2
You
on
mean
the
the
Mega Drive and the
Genesis,
Master
buddy?
System.
The Genesis.
No, I mean the fucking Mega Drive. I loved Sonic Spinball, and Sonic 3D was quite good. These were all sort of Mega Drive era games.
What was the handheld that Sega had? Was it a Game Gear or something?
Yeah, the Game Gear, mate. It was,
That had a Sonic in that. I played that shitloads at my mate's house. It was wicked.
yeah, that was the same one as the Master System version.
There you go.
So yeah, it turns out you've played that as well.
Yeah, I have. Fact.
That was a cool console, and you could get the little aerial for the top and watch telly on it.
fucking mental. Took like about 20 batteries. It was ace.
Yeah, they lasted about 13 minutes, so that was good. But yeah, so anyway, Sonic Mania, obviously brand new Sonic game, which is essentially sort of retro spiritual successor to Sonic 3.
Yep.
I am loving this.
Nice. I tell you what, my kids love it as well, and I'm pissed because they've played it and I haven't. The missus fucking booted up the PlayStation, then she was like, fucking Sonic. I'm like, oh, fuck, yeah. Like, I was at work at the time, she rang me up and she was like, what's this Sonic? And I'm like, yeah, fucking go nuts. I'm not jealous, I'm just here at work and you're at home playing Sonic with the kids. Yeah, thanks. Fuckers.
It's good, man. It's good. It's really clever what they've done with it. Firstly, if you're in any way interested in this game or Sonic in general, then head over to Eurogamer. Digital Foundry have done a really interesting video where they kind of compare Sonic Mania to Sonic the Hedgehog and Sonic the Hedgehog 2 on the Mega Drive and show you exactly how it differs, because on first glance, it very much looks like a Mega Drive game. But when you sort of break down everything that's going on, it's like almost stealthily using new technology, and it's really clever. Like, you wouldn't notice, but on Sonic the Hedgehog 2, I never realised this. He didn't arc smoothly because there wasn't enough animation.
Yeah.
So he only had like 20 points of axis. So when he was going over the loops, if you watch original Sonic the Hedgehog 2, it was like dub, 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 like different angles, as if he was like stop motioning around. It wasn't smooth. And then obviously in this, it absolutely
is beautiful and glorious.
My favourite things about this game, buddy,
is it Sonic?
The fact that it's like a greatest hits remix, but it's split into two zones as you'd expect. You've got zone 1 and zone 2 in each area, and the first one is like a homage to the old games. So there are 3 new zones here, but the most part you've got like a Green Hill Zone mashup, a Chemical Plant mashup, and so on.
Nice.
So the first level is like a greatest hits of the original games, and then the second level kicks in, and it's like a remix. So the first level of Green Hill Zone has got a lot of sections from like Sonic 1 and Sonic 2, and then the second level of that first zone is like a remix, so the music changes. It's immediately got like 100 more like kilobytes of interest and audio quality, and there's new stuff in there that wasn't in the original one. So you've got like zip lines and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And it just sort of takes it and kind of mashes it up, and it's just really cleverly done. The boss battles, there's one at the end of every level, and they're really interesting. I won't spoil it, but there's some fucking cool shit with kind of throwbacks to old Sega games like Columns, for example, which is just a joy if you were like a Sega kid back in the day.
Mate.
And special stages, they've got the like one where you go through the changing all the colours of the balls on the grid. They've got a new one which is like a 3D rendered one that looks a little bit like F-Zero.
Okay.
And this is funny, by the way, hilariously. The games come out on the Switch, obviously, as well as the PlayStation 4, the Xbox, and PC. The Switch version during the special stages drops frames.
Wow.
Which I think's fucking hilarious.
Oh, dear.
Because this game would run on a Saturn, you know? And it's got frame drops on the Switch.
I mean, it's
docked as well as undocked. But yeah, it only drops in that special stage, so if you are a Switch gamer, then I wouldn't worry too much about it, but it is slightly embarrassing that your console can't run Sonic. I don't know, because it was $15.99 on the PS4 and the Xbox. It's similar
$20, so yeah,
okay.
roughly the same.
That's not
price.
not too bad.
I just thought it might be like 60 quid, you know.
Yeah.
Like you do.
I'm like, I don't know, 7 levels into this. I'm having a fucking ball. I was worried that it'd be kind of Crash Bandicoot syndrome, where it's like, you shouldn't have brought this back. This is toilet.
Yeah.
Even with a great remaster. But it isn't. It just isn't, because Sonic the Hedgehog and Super Mario World, they're like the bread and butter staple of my childhood, those two games.
Yeah, man. You can't fucking knock it, can you?
And this is punishingly difficult, this Sonic game, but at the same time, it's really true to the original, but with all these new features and add-ons. And I was kind of worried that this was just pointless, you know, taking advantage of the sort of grandeur of member berries at this point, buddy, and fucking nostalgia and all that. But this has got a lot going for it, and the fact that it's Sonic is obviously a massive deal because you've got that nostalgia for it. But I genuinely, honestly, this is a fantastic platformer. Like, this is... Take Sonic out of it completely. This is a fucking great platform game. Full of quirks and colour and amazing music. And it's cheap. And I think it's probably money well spent. It's got a few different modes in there. There's local co-op. There's apparently some network features. I haven't found those just yet, but I wasn't really looking.
Yeah.
Challenge modes and all sorts. 3 different characters. None of the bullshit. Man, I love it. You can hear that I love it. I'll stop waffling on, but highly recommended. I'd be interested to see what you think like next week once you've had a chance to have a go.
I'm going to get stuck into it, I think.
Because you certainly didn't have the love for something that I did, so it'd be interesting to get your take on things and see if you agree. But, oh man, fucking wonderful. And I've had the Chemical Zone music in my head all day.
Lovely.
Yeah.
That's what you want.
It's fucking great.
Nice, buddy.
Ugh. So finally, both of us, we've played Orcs Must Die Unchained. Again, let's not dwell, because, oh my god, we continue to play this game. But I think it's safe to say fatigue may be setting in, and I think that's happening because of the free-to-play model. Do you think that's fair to say?
Yeah, I think so. The issue that we're having now is we've got a fair way into the game, and it seems to just be fucking throwing bigger and bigger enemies at us, and our traps aren't doing the job that they're meant to, buddy. Now, I don't know if that's because we're not doing it right, but I feel like we're giving it a fucking good go. I mean, we're passing the stages that we're attempting. We're just not like, absolutely smashing it. We're having to like fumble our way through most of it right now.
We're getting away with it.
Yeah, in a way.
Just.
This could be down to the fact that, our stuff isn't upgraded enough, or we, like I said, we could just be not doing the right kind of technique or something. So I'm going to throw a cheeky little Fonz or Phoenix in here, buddy. Kind of with my tone, you can guess where it's going. So we're going to have a Phoenix this week, buddy, if that's all right with you.
Yeah, chuck it in, son. Fucking go for it. We'll transition straight into Fonz or Phoenix, right meow. And yeah, let's talk about this.
So yeah, this week's Phoenix is fucking chest and card packs. They can fuck off, really.
Yeah, man. I mean, when did this begin?
FIFA, maybe? I don't know. Before that, maybe?
Because, I mean,
I don't know.
obviously card games were there first, but you'd expect, maybe that sort of thing to be in. But when it started invading sports games, yeah, FIFA could well have been, like Ultimate Team could well have been one of the...
I mean, if you want to go, where did it come from, where did it go, Cotton Eye Joe? You can look at Merlin with their sticker packs.
Yeah, and the barcode battlers, buddy.
Barcode, yeah, mate. See, you have to buy random packs, and you're like, oh, what do you get? And then you got to go trading and stuff like that. But unfortunately, in this game, I can't trade. It's just, I get what I get. And I have to lump it, really. And the unfortunate thing with that is, that I've got like 12 traps ready to upgrade that I never, ever gonna fucking use. And I'm like, I would trade all of these just for an upgrade on, like, my barricades or something. Which is annoying. And there's nothing I can do about it. I just have to keep playing the game and hoping that I get fucking chests with whatever traps I'm using in. And like you say, that is the free-to-play model. I booted up Orcs Must Die 2 for 5 minutes earlier just to try and see what the way of getting traps in that was. And that was play the game, earn skulls, spend your skulls on whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, it was as simple as that. It made perfect sense.
Yeah.
You were still grinding, but you were guaranteed what you were going to spend your money on. And
exactly, you can get what you want. Whereas here, it's the case of see what you get. and this is it's been incorporated into like shooters and all kinds of other things now. I know the majority of that stuff is like aesthetic. Is that the word?
They try and keep it that in a lot of games, but
yes, but some aren't.
Yeah, I mean,
like
Battlefront was incredibly fucking annoying because of these cards.
Yes,
having a hand
yes,
in a game that you just
true.
don't
cards,
need.
Mate.
You don't need any of that in there whatsoever.
I don't need cards in Star Wars. It's not like the Jedi go around with like a pack of cards in their hand. They're like, I'm going to use
Vader
my
playing,
red. Like Zeta.
Fucking Vader playing top trumps. He's like,
it's just there playing 52 card pickup. It's like fucking looks at one of his minions. It's like chucks him on the floor. It's like pick him up, this shit bag, or I'll choke you out.
It's some bullshit. It's prevalent in a lot of games. It's incredibly annoying, and I mean the thing with orcs is, as we said, like I don't really. I've got a lot of enjoyment out of this game.
Mate, I've had so much fun.
And I could have spent nothing on it, and I'd probably still have got to the stage that we have.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
At the same time, I'm completely reluctant to spend anything more on it because I'm not guaranteed any of the things that I want.
No, I mean, like we said, we put money into it because, fuck me, we've played this game so much and thoroughly enjoyed it. But no, we only put money into it because we thought they deserved some money. It's not like, we needed X, Y, Z or something out of it. It's just they deserved some money from us because they made a fucking cracking game that we really, really enjoyed. But yeah, it's getting to the stage where we're like, well, I'm not going to go back through every single level and grind out for every kind of chest and do the daily tasks also to get another chest just to maybe get something I want. That's not how it's done in video games in my eyes. I don't mind doing the grind as long as I get what I fucking want.
Absolutely. Man, it's a major issue, and I don't know what's the best way of making money these days as a game developer. I can tell them with some degree of certainty that if this was a full price game, we would have bought it and we would have probably ended up playing it for longer than we're going to end up playing this, because
I think so,
because it's pushing us away because of the model that they've selected, and I think that would probably be the case for a lot of people. Now, I guess a lot of people will try the game that wouldn't have done had it been paid. I don't know. Time will tell. If they so wished, they'd be able to tell us in a year's time whether the model was successful or whether they fucked it up. But I can't get on board with this. I can't get on board with it. I'm happy to pay for things outright and know what I'm getting. I don't want it for free and then a game of chance where all of the mechanics are fucked because it's a game of chance with these microtransactions. I just think it's poor game design, and it pushes me away from it, and it makes me resent them because they've got such a great thing going and they fucked it up. And I don't know. I guess this is why the reviews are so mediocre on Steam, because people found this out after several hours of play.
Yeah, possibly.
And we suspected that might happen to us as well, and it would appear that it kind of... I'm not done with it yet, but a couple more sessions as punishing as the ones we've had recently, bearing in mind we did kind of grind those first two tiers to quite an extent. Like,
we did really well.
We've put the time in to have the... I don't know. We've put the time in to have the upgrades required, and we're just not being rewarded for that because of the money aspect, and it's fucking me over, mate. It's fucking us up.
Gibbons, buddy, is what it is.
Yeah,
still a great
balls.
game, though.
Yeah, I was hoping to have some stats this week so I have some sort of idea of how many people are playing, how successful they've been, and so on. But yeah, I haven't really been able to find anything about it, and I mean that as in, like, not even coverage of any kind.
Yeah. It's just one of those games, like I said, it came out on PC ages ago, and then obviously it's come out on console as well, and it's just one of those free-to-play games that's just there. I guess it just exists as something.
Hey, I downloaded War Thunder this week.
Any reason you want to fly some planes? I guess.
Yeah, I've been watching old Air Force Proud 85, buddy, and
me too, buddy. I watched about an hour last night. I don't know why.
Funny.
It is hilarious.
It's really good.
What I like about it is like he's so fucking knowledgeable about flying planes.
Total RP.
It's amazing, and he's just fucking. Everyone just tries to be an absolute like retard, be like, "Oh, this is my first day on the job" or whatever, and he's just like, "No, straight as an arrow," and just fucking rips them a new one, and they just don't have any response. It's fucking brilliant.
So good. I love it. Yeah,
it's very, very funny.
Oh man, yeah. No, just fancy flying about. That game's all right.
Nice. Well, those air strike conflict or whatever, something conflict.
They're supposed to be really bad.
Yeah. Oh yeah, mate. They're on sale at the moment. We should get one.
How much?
Like £9, 10 quid.
It needs to be like 6, and then I'd go.
It needs to be at least £3 cheaper. I can't stretch for that £3.
It's so poorly reviewed.
Yeah, I know, but you're totally right. I'm not fucking paying.
I'll just fire up Blazing Angels 2 that Funk bought me as a little present back in the day.
Just fucking do that, mate.
Yeah,
that's all you need.
Probably should. Next week I'll talk about Blazing Angels 2.
Can't wait.
Anyway, off topic somewhat, but yeah, big old Phoenix for fucking bullshit chests and cards and currency that is ruining the balance of video games.
Just a quick question, buddy. What are you drinking tonight?
I'm glad you asked, buddy. I'm on the old Becks at the moment, but
Becks.
I've got some speckled hen lined up as well.
Beautiful.
Yep. I thought I'd start with a bit of a light lager and then head for something a little bit more sinister. So
wow. That's what you want, mate.
I've done, buddy. And what about your fine self, my friend?
I popped into Morrison's earlier. They had some brew dogs on offer, mate.
Oh.
The large, I bought 4 large ones for like £10. I was like, that'll do. I'm on the Brewdog Electric India.
And I was in the Brewdog pub on Friday night in Bristol, buddy, and had something that was obscene in its horrifying nature.
That's not what you want.
It was, I'd probably describe it, buddy, as a word not so often used these days. Silt.
Oh, silt.
I'd call it silt. It was silty.
That's intense.
Yeah, there we go.
There you go. Well, I think that's about it for what we've been playing and drinking.
Yeah, and phoenixing.
Oh.
And now it's time for the news.
Fucking news. Alright. That was intense. I liked it.
Number one.
Number Wang.
There's a new Kickstarter, buddy, that's it's just passed. Happy to say, modern N64 troll has been successfully kickstarted, buddy. This is a cheeky sort of N64 style troll, except of course for the fact that it's designed for people with 2 hands rather than 3, and as such, it's far better than the original. No, I'm not dicking on you now, but I have to say I was, I was pissing myself when I read this article on Eurogamer this week, and I read this bit. The N64 was an incredible console with some amazing games, but let's be honest, its controller was awful. The pad was designed for people with 3 hands, and it did not age well. And what was that weird dust that used to get shaved off the analog stick? Perhaps in acknowledgement of these issues, a Kickstarter campaign to fund a new third-party pad with a modern design has been a big success. Yeah, just saying hashtag, buddy.
I didn't have an issue with it because I wasn't a retard. Like, I can't remember really any games that used that D-pad at all.
No, but it was the fact that it wasn't accessible without moving your hand. It was the same with the Xbox original controller.
There was no game that I can remember that made me move
That's not
my
the point.
hand.
That's not the point. The point is that you couldn't cover the whole controller without moving your hand.
But I didn't need to.
Okay, well, I
can't remember any game where I needed to cover all the buttons in that game.
I think you're missing the point. I think you're probably playing devil's advocate to some point as well. But
no, I'm not. I either have my hand in that position when I play that game, or if I load up a game that needs that position, I hold it like that.
He's not having it. That's fine.
Job done.
No, we've been over this ground and everyone's already picked their sides, so we'll leave it at that.
No.
But yeah, a lot of other people also thought that was a piece of shit, and as such, they're interested in kickstarting a sensible controller that you can cover with your whole sort of range of movement rather than taking your
that's pointless because none of the
prong
games
and,
don't need to use that in that game.
That's fine.
That's in the way.
Yeah, like should have just like fucking random lumps of metal off the top of a PS4 controller and then like one button up there, because I don't need to use that button, so it's
but if there's a game that needs to use that button, it's there for you.
Yeah, you can just go up there and
you'd have your hand up there all the time, mate.
Imagine just
you wouldn't move it.
like a pole or an aerial like coming out the top of the PS4 controller.
You have to
just
use your face.
Just
fucking mash
with
it
your
with
nose.
Your face.
You got to peck at it, buddy. It could be farming sim, like you could be a chicken. It'd be perfect.
Farming sim's on sale, mate.
Oh, don't say that.
I know.
Oh,
Farming
no.
Sim 15 though. I mean, I don't know. Like there was like farming something professional farmer 2017, but it's only one player. You
want to avoid those farming sim knockoffs.
I know,
like the plague.
There's only one true farming sim, buddy,
and it's got I think 8-player co-op online. Not sure I think that'd be a hard sell to PJ Funk and the rest of the community, but there we go. Either way, yeah, good news on that troll. That's cool that people have a great deal of nostalgia for the N64 still, because it was a fucking awesome controller.
Yeah, it was. Fucking well done, buddy.
Motherfucker. Number two, Jackbox is coming to Switch. That makes perfect sense. If you have a Switch, I presume you'll buy that. Obviously, there's nothing else. T-shirt battles, buddy, on the old Switch. It'd be a good screen to draw on.
So is a tablet.
True.
Is cheaper.
We move on. Fuck you, Nintendo. Love JJ. Sony offering 15 months for the price of 12 on PS Plus as they try to appease their fans. Fuck them.
Fuck those guys.
Fuck those guys with your fucking price increase. Damn it. God damn it. No, you can stack them. Oh, you can buy them for cheaper now.
Get them in now. Get them in quick before, we put the price up.
Yeah.
For no reason.
Before the Scorpio comes out. Yeah. Next, Fantasy Flight Games announces new Civilization board game, buddy. This is called Civilization: A New Dawn. It looks great.
It's a new dawn. It's a new day. I think that it should play that song every time you open the box.
It's a new dawn. It's a new day. It's a new Civ for me. I'm feeling good. They made a board game before a Civ, but this looks much better than that. It just looks cool. Cool board, interesting. Sort of follows the game to the letter, so I think that'd be really good. I think that'd be fun. I'm quite tempted by that one.
Yeah, man. I saw that and I immediately thought, yeah, you could buy this and I will come and play it with you.
Yeah, Gibbons. Well, we'll see how we go in that respect. I do find, actually, a lot of these niche board games and also anything that happens to be featured on the Yogscast, they're impossible to fucking get hold of because they just don't make enough of them and they just sell out everywhere. And you're in a position where all you can do is get them on Amazon Marketplace for 3 times the RRP, which is an issue with a lot of stuff like that snake
fucking
oil I tried to get hold of.
Scalpers.
Yeah, fucking scalpers.
Fucking
utter
scalpers.
bastards.
What cunts.
Absolutely no excuse for it under any circumstances. Nonsense. Speaking of nonsense, buddy.
Please.
Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy remains top of the UK charts.
Mate, that was in my news favourite things this week.
It's not written in the old doc there, buddy. So I
don't write anything in the doc because my part is elusive, and I like it to be a surprise for you.
And that's
like
fine.
Your script that you write out for me.
Yeah, well, that's fine, but also this can happen.
Yeah, and it always happens.
Yeah,
because news is news, buddy.
Scalped it off you there, nicked it.
That's all right, mate. It's fine. Is it still declining at a rate of 34%? Do you know?
I don't know the exact figures, buddy, but it's still top.
Well, there you go.
I would imagine, given its price point and multi-platform release, that a certain blue fucking hedgehog will be top of the charts next week.
Fucking, I hope so. Or Agents of Mayhem. Come on. Dead Island Syndrome.
No.
That game's just shit.
Yeah. Could Sonic be Dead Island Syndrome? Does it count? I suppose it doesn't because it's such an established thing. But it has been wanked for ages, which kind of negates that.
Has it got a disc release? Sonic.
I would imagine so.
I don't know.
Yeah, must do.
I don't know.
Hang on. No. Amazon. There's a collector's edition version for £80.
Fucking snap that shit up, buddy.
What does it come with? It's the ultimate Sonic Mania experience. This exclusive collector's edition comes packed with rare merchandise built for the fans. Deluxe Sega Mega Drive style collector's box. 12-inch classic Sonic statue featuring Sega Mega Drive bass. Flip the power switch to trigger the Sega startup audio. Metallic collector's card plus Sonic Mania download code, digital game code.
It's got cards.
It hasn't even got the disc in this version.
No, it's just a download code. Brilliant.
Okay.
Nah, mate, can't have it then.
Can't have it. Forget it. Anyway, I reckon that'll be top next week, but we will see.
Yeah, probably.
Coming out on everything, including the Switch, man. Like,
I know, right?
big shit. Sony confirms media showcase at Paris Game Week. What they mean is they're having a conference, and that conference is going to happen on the 30th of October, live from Paris.
Yeah.
Should be a good live stream to watch.
Maybe.
Because it'll be, sort of 6 weeks after Microsoft do their thing at Gamescom. So, yeah, we'll see on that one. I'm sure we'll be watching, and we'll have plenty of news that week, because I think they've just been short of content recently in terms of, like, first-party stuff. So I'm kind of hoping that we get some nice announcements. I'd imagine if we're going to see The Last of Us 2 in a big way, then obviously that's when we're going to see it. But, yeah, there you go. Move on. Overwatch is getting deathmatch mode.
I'm sure it had some kind of one-on-one thing before, but I'm guessing deathmatch is what, like, not team deathmatch? Just
it says modes, so I suppose it'll have a free-for-all mode. Maybe,
and the team
probably work quite well to have a sort of dog tag mode like they have on COD as well.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I don't know though. I mean, that game to me it feels kind of geared up for players that are using characters that have strengths and weaknesses and operate as a team. So I don't know. I'm tempted to give this a go. I think it could be quite fun, but I don't know. One of the things that pissed me off about Overwatch was being overwhelmed by character combinations that I just couldn't fight against.
Yeah.
And if no one's working together, then perhaps...
You know what multiplayer game you want to play, mate? That's Destiny 2 when that comes out. Just saying.
I'll do that with you, buddy.
Sweet.
I will do that with you. Incidentally, that Lawbreakers, mate, fucking bombing like a sack of shit.
I know, right? That's going to go down to like 10 quid soon. I'll pick that up for tenner. I had a fun time.
I saw an incredibly worrying statistic from Steam. In its first week, Lawbreakers maxed out at 3,400 players consecutively.
Wow. That is terrible.
That's awful for a new game.
Think, like, that game, like, coming out at, like, in this lull would have fucking sold loads.
Yeah,
I don't know. No? Wouldn't you?
I guess,
like,
I think it's because it came out of...
You know, he's like, check out the new shooting game that everyone loves shooting and stuff.
I think it's the alpha thing, the alpha and the beta thing. It takes the shine off.
It was just...
Yeah. I just think... it's not got the same oomph if you release out of a very lengthy test where the people who are most passionate have probably already played it.
Yeah, already chucked in a good so many hours and stuff, yeah.
The stat that was really scary from their point of view was 3,500 and something consecutive players on Steam in their first week. Battleborn's record for the same period was 20,000. So
that is very worrying.
That is worrying. And that game seemed really cool, so I don't really understand it. I think they've fucked the marketing somehow.
Yeah, I think something must have gone wrong there. Cause
no one knows about it. That's the thing. Like,
yeah, I think you're right.
People who I've spoken to who aren't like big into like gaming news and so on, I mentioned Lawbreakers, they don't know what the fuck it is. So something's gone wrong. But
because it had so many good things going for it. For one, like I said, the timing coming out in this lull.
Yep.
2, the fact that it's like 20 quid, 25 quid or whatever.
Cheap.
I mean, that's you know, it's Overwatch, but you know, cheap.
Yeah, it was fun, interesting mechanics, bit of anti-gravity, like
yeah, man.
With the pedigree.
I had a whale of a time playing it, but like I said, like I wouldn't play that game on my own. I'd need a clan or crew of jumbos to play it with me, kind of thing. And nah, not gonna happen.
Sad times.
Yeah, man.
Seem to have just fucked the launch. Finally, for me, going from one end of the spectrum to the other, buddy, old PUBG, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, has now sold over 7 million units, despite still being in early access. I've seen they're also announced mantling for that game now as well.
Yeah, as well. That's cool.
That's a big deal. It changes the face of everything.
By the time we get this game, like on PS4, which is going to be like a year from now, it's going to be fucking amazing.
Yeah, I mean, they've been making graphical improvements as well. It looks a lot better than it did when it first came out.
The amount of income that they've got from it, they're clearly going to chuck at least some sort of percentage back into the game.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely. As you say, like it could be a real masterpiece by the time it comes out on the consoles.
Mm-hmm.
Good stuff. Well, there you go. That's my news, buddy, and I think it's probably time to hand over to you for my favourite section, buddy, and that would be Ash's News Favourite Things of the Week.
If you like news but hate information, you have found the right place. Ash's News Favourite Thing of the Week.
Cheers, buddy. Got some news this week, and Microsoft are shutting down Xbox Live Indie Games Marketplace next month.
Fucking no.
I know, mate. We found so many great games on that fucking indie games. Yeah, mate. After something like 11 years, I think it was, like 2006. Yeah, 2006 it first started. It is now dead.
Man,
I don't know what they use anymore. Probably
RC Flight Sim and Little Racer Street.
I know.
Fuck. Sad times.
There you go. Discord. They're having a go at video calling soon. Well, they're doing some beta testing with it now, so we might finally get rid of Skype, buddy.
I would love that because I hate it.
Yeah, me
terrible.
Too. Awful, awful, awful. Oh, we've done Crash Bandicoot, so that's terrible news. Oh, this is an odd one. I don't really care about the news itself, but I've got a comment afterwards. H1Z1 is changing its name and has in some kind of big update. But do you remember that, I don't know, couple of 3 E3s ago, maybe, weren't we meant to be getting H1Z1 on the PlayStation? Do you remember that?
It's hard to remember because there were a lot of those sorts of games that were kind of promised at the time. I remember that DayZ expansion was announced for Xbox and stuff, and it was kind of, I mean, Rust was kind of just in its infancy at that point as well. But no, it doesn't ring any bells that we were getting it, but I'll take your word for it. I'm sure you're right about it.
I'm sure I remember there was like a thing of it. But anyway, I was just like, oh yeah, it kind of reminded me that game should have come out or was going to come out on the PS4. Anyway, who cares? Fuck that game. Right, racing, buddy. Got some racing news.
Yeah, Michael.
Yeah, Michael. Project Cars 2 dev says 60 FPS or death. I'll take 60 FPS, please.
Fucking, they know.
They know, buddy. Fucking news about F127. 2017, Jesus. On the PS4 Pro, buddy, this runs at 4K at 60 FPS.
I don't know how they've managed that.
Fucking magic, mate. I'm going to go into a little bit of that magic and make no sense of it right now.
Because last year's game doesn't hold 60 in the slightest.
I know. I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, this week, like AMD came out with some kind of math thing. It's called Rapid Packed Math, buddy. RPM.
Rapid Packed Math.
Yeah, mate. It rolls off the tongue.
Certainly does.
And so this is to do with making games, and I know nothing about that. But this kind of makes a little bit of sense. Something about stuff takes 32 bits, yeah? But if stuff takes 16 bits, that's half the amount. So we can do twice as much 16-bit as 32.
Yeah.
So they're saying we can do twice as much powerful stuff if you use this instead of this. And then it goes on about how, what's his name? Mike Cerny or whatever.
Yeah, Mark Cerny, yeah.
Yeah, he was in an interview like a while ago and was talking about how the PS4 Pro is actually using some of AMD's like advanced techniques and stuff like that. And yeah, this is one of them. It goes on to say that kind of how this works is if this is done, the PS4 Pro has like 4.2 teraflops. So you can kind of double that to like 8 teraflops, bringing it closer in line with the Xbox One X. What's it called?
Yeah, the Scorpio, yeah.
Yeah, the Scorpio.
That's the one.
So, yeah, and a few games have come out and said that, yeah, we're using this, and F1 was one of those games. So I don't know if this is the time that finally, like, the PS4 Pro is actually getting, like, a kick in the ass, and, like, we're going to see some shit coming out on it, where it's going to be a little bit more powerful. But, yeah, I'm frantically trying to find some of the other games that are bringing it out, but I can't right now. I'll try and find it for next week or something. But, yeah, pretty cool news, I think. It means that my purchase might be worth it now or in the long run, which is cool.
Yeah, I mean, it was all very interesting to hear about the tech. It's also interesting to hear them kind of talk about it now, such a long time after the console was launched.
Yeah, it's
which is
very
weird,
strange.
isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, it's good news for me. I love it.
Yeah, and you know, if it works the way it should, then it's genuinely really exciting because we've maybe overestimated perhaps the power advantage that the Xbox One X will have when it arrives.
Yeah, who knows, buddy? I'm not a scientist.
It's
games.
Agents of Mayhem's another one, and Sign Mora X is another one, by the way. Just
nice.
Found that. I was reading about it earlier, so I just quickly hit my history, and there it was. But
nice, buddy. Cool.
But yeah, no, great news, and you'll have to let us know because it's you get a lot of enhancement, even if it's sort of downscaling from 4K to 1080, which you'll be able to do, won't you? So that's quite interesting.
Another thing that what's that Hellblade, is it that's just come out?
Oh yeah. Okay.
That also has like a pro enhancements where, just like in Tomb Raider, you can choose if you want 60 FPS or you want like dynamic bollocks and all that shit. So it looks like hopefully we're starting to incorporate some of my hopes and dreams into these new games.
Gibbons Buddy brings the old 4K telly back onto the old Black Friday shopping list, of course.
Kind of does.
Yep, we'll have to keep an eye.
Gibbons Buddy.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, man, that's about it for me for news then this week, buddy.
Well, thank you very much, buddy. That's your news. That was my news as well. And of course, that was the news. And now it's time for Out This Week.
And that's out this week, buddy. And I'm quite excited this week because we might have already pre-ordered a couple of games the other day.
Gibbons, buddy, we need to get that money out of our wallets so we could top back up again, ready for more, because That's how you fucking got to do it when you're in some sort of midsummer golden release time of some description.
Love
which
it.
may or may not lull before the winter, which looks a little worryingly barren, if you ask me. Unless you're a racing game enthusiast, which of course I am.
Racing.
Anyway, this week we have The Escapists 2. That's PC, PS4 and Xbox One. I never really did pay much heed to that first game, but I know it reviewed well and people liked it. This one looks very much more of the same, so fair enough. It's sort of top-down retro game. Sort of, escaping, prison.
Escaping.
Prison.
And this is the second time they're escaping.
Yeah, escaping again. There we go.
He's escaping again.
He is. Also this week, Uncharted The Lost Legacy. This is the, I suppose, Uncharted 4 add-on that also doesn't require Uncharted 4. It's like a whole new story featuring them two girls. What are their names? I can't remember.
The Broads.
Yeah, Nadine and Chloe.
There you go.
And that sounds like an interesting combination. Always enjoy a bit of Claudia Black in my games. And they showed the trailer to this in the cinema, so they're not fucking about with the old ad budget either.
No, they know what their market is.
Looks awesome. Love an Uncharted game. And we've pre-ordered this because we were always going to buy it. We know exactly what it is. And
you get what you get, innit?
Had the money in the wallet, so wanted to make sure it was pre-ordered so it'd download the moment we could download it.
Download. Just gonna repeat words that you say now.
Fucking go for it, mate. Next, F1 2017, buddy, which is another game that, of course, we were always going to buy. And if you're always going to buy it, then you might as well get the shitty pre-order perk of some fucking old McLaren, buddy. So that's what we've done.
Yay. I love it.
This has
get
got
a little fucking, crown next to our name as well.
Yeah, crucially important, buddy. I couldn't live without that. It's another F1 game. We love our F1 games. We've bought the next F1 game.
Love it.
There you go. Also, Madden NFL 18 is out this week on the consoles. And
it's getting a big old update.
Yep.
Day one.
Apparently so. Yeah.
Big old PS4 Pro update.
Always a bit of a worry when there's such a massively crucial update on a day one patch.
Yeah.
I can't confess to knowing anything about whether they've actually done anything this year or if it's just another sort of...
I think Mel said that they've added the, what's the FIFA thing? Not the Be a Pro,
the Ultimate Team.
No, not Ultimate Team. The Journey.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
They've added the Journey to it.
They're going big on that, actually. I remember seeing the trailer in the EA conference. Yeah. So, yeah, this is their big sort of FIFA the Journey equivalent.
I can't remember. If it was someone else, then sorry. But yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think they're onto a winner with that. I was pretty impressed with it on FIFA. And fair play. We also have One Piece Unlimited World Red, buddy.
Just gotta find out what that is. No, not a fucking Scoob, mate. Oh, it's that game with the Japanese things and the big people with the dongs. Is it? Is that what that is? I don't know. Yeah.
What do you reckon?
Big Norks. Really big Norks. I'm a fan.
Who can say? Also this week we have Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm Legacy and Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm Trilogy.
Naruto. Great. Have you ever played a Naruto game, buddy?
I haven't. As I understand it, it's a sort of 3D fighting game of some description.
I believe it's a 3D fighting game of the anime variety.
Yeah. completely out of my wheelhouse, and as such, I will not pass comment for fear of offending anyone.
I'll offend everyone, hopefully.
Well, fingers crossed. So yeah, that's how this week, buddy. We got 2 of them pre-ordered, and I would suspect we'll be talking about those next week, of course.
I don't know if we are, because
25th?
F1's not out until the end of
Oh,
the
yeah,
week, and Uncharted's like the day before the podcast, so it might be the week after.
I get some Uncharted in on the Tuesday if it's out, but
Yeah,
F1's a game night release, I think, buddy. So
exactly, buddy.
I'd love to wait for now. But yeah, exciting stuff. And the first of many racing games that we're likely to buy in the coming weeks. So
Gibbons.
sweet as the proverbial. Every week we end the show with questions and comments sent in by you. If you've got anything for us, just pop an email to the jfgpodcast@gmail.com or contact us on Facebook, Twitter, or at justforgamers.co.uk. And now it's time for JfG Street Beat.
You got a question we wanna know. Street Beat. Facebook, Twitter, we're on them all. So hit us up and be on the show. Street Beat. The JfG Street Beat.
Street Beat.
We wanna know.
Get on the show.
Get on the show, buddy, and we got some people on the show, and one of them is our good friend PJ, friendly neighbourhood PJ, buddy.
Oh, désolé.
And he often gets a bit of a stream of consciousness during the week, buddy, and then I get to the to podcast recording day and sort of say to him, you know, anything for the pod this week, buddy? And he's like, I fucking had something 3 days ago, buddies, but it's gone now. So we've set up a special little Facebook group for PJ to just empty his fucking head into. So expect this to be the first of many random statements that we can kind of discuss, buddy.
Indeed.
Here we
Which
go.
is a good place.
Yeah, we're on point, we're on topic after my gushing cumgasm about Sonic the Hedgehog earlier in the show.
Indeed.
Nice image for you. PJ says, I saw a Sonic the Hedgehog tattoo the other day. It was well done, but I'm not sure how much of a fan you'll need to be to get it. I think that might be the only gaming-related tattoo I've seen. So, it's not the Chuckle Brothers, buddy, but have you seen any gaming tattoos? I'm sure I've seen some like Zelda logo ones before.
Yeah, I've seen Zelda logos on people's backs and things like that.
Actually, lots of Nintendo stuff and Pokemon and that sort of thing.
Yeah, like Nintendo controllers and stupid shit like that. The best one that I ever saw, just because I was like, that's just fucking awesome. On someone's leg, on this person's leg, they had Dalsim from Street Fighter.
Oh.
And you know how he has the extendable leg that comes out? So the tattoo was like on his calf, and his leg went down his leg, and the foot turned into his foot. So, do you get what I'm saying? So, like, his foot was Dalsim's foot. It was fucking awesome. I think I saw. I think it was just a picture someone sent to me or something like that. But I was just like, that was out of this world. I was like, they've come up with a cracking design there. I don't know. Have you seen any crazy shit?
No, nothing really rings a bell. I've seen the Nintendo logo, I think, on a few legs here and there. But yeah, no, not really. As PJ says, like, I think it's pretty rare. But, yeah, no. I suppose maybe it's some sort of community watch task, buddy. Keep an eye out. And if you see someone with a video game tattoo, then pop it into the old PS4 community. We'd very much appreciate seeing it.
Yeah, if you literally just Google, like, Dalsim Street Fighter 2 tattoo, it's like the first one. It's very, very cool.
Oh, okay.
There's also someone with like a fucking Ryu one on their arm. That's well funny. Very cheesy, but funny.
Oh, yeah, I see the leg thing. Oh, that's really clever because it kind of plays with perspective, doesn't it?
Yeah, man. It's really cool.
I like that. Very nice too. Yeah.
Nice
yeah. If you see tattoos out in the world, buddies, then ping them into the old JfG podcast PS4 community. Very much appreciated.
Gibbons.
So we got something from Mel too. He sent this message to me this week, buddy. And it goes a little something like this. Mel says, "Yo, get with it and drop that basic bitch Lorde. Get it how you live it with the latest Regina Spektor album, bruh. Boom, nuff said. Hashtag skate for boom, nuff said."
Skate 4. Hashtag. Well, there you go, mate. I think we're going to have to drop Lorde from the sponsorship. Start hitting up Regina Spektor.
Do you like Regina Spektor, buddy?
Probably as much as Lorde.
I didn't know she had a new album out.
I didn't know either, to be honest.
But I did enjoy Soviet Kitsch way back in 2004, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Especially, was it a song called Us?
I don't know, unfortunately.
Yeah, Us. Something about living in a den of thieves.
Living in a den of thieves.
Yeah, similar to that.
Something
Yeah,
like that. Is that
yeah,
how it
very
goes?
much so. So that was the Soviet Kitsch album. I don't know if Mel realised that I actually quite like Regina Spektor. Perhaps not. But but yeah, I liked Begin to Hope, and then I kind of fell away from her, and that was a good 10 years ago. So can't claim to be much of a fan.
Nice.
But a quick Google search suggests that she checkered career. Either way, interesting woman. But not a patch on that Lorde album, buddies. I don't know if you've heard it, but that fucking Lorde album, man, good Lord. Well,
I think, is that in the name of the album? Good Lord.
good Lord,
Good Lord.
good Lord.
Wow. Patting her head. Good Lord.
Patting her head and rubbing her tummy.
Yeah.
good Lord.
Lord. Oh, good Lord.
No,
Is that Hodor?
the album's called Melodrama, buddy, and you'd do well to listen to it. It's
Maybe.
it's really good.
Yeah.
So yeah, thanks for that, Mel.
I got a message from Mel, but I haven't got it because my phone's shit.
Oh, okay, buddy. Well, perhaps you can bring that along next time round.
I'll do it next time. It was pretty much just mocking me for being a dick, which is fine.
That's the way that Mel Gibson's soul behaves, buddy, and this is
It's a beautiful thing.
why we love Mel Gibson's soul.
Dude.
And still, people who have never heard this show before would be very confused by sentences like that one.
Well, I mean, there's an archive of material. They need to do the research.
Yeah, you can
I'm not
find
going
us-
to do it for them.
No. No, exactly.
Fuck those guys.
So let's round things off, buddy, with a little bit of community watch, shall we?
Community watcher.
Community Watch.
Very elegant.
Thanks, buddy. Quick message from JJ in the community this week because he wasn't sure exactly
What?
where to go for the old fantasy football that we advertised
I was
last
going
week.
to say that this is not in the script, buddy. Are you going off script right now? I don't what? Okay.
No, it's in the old PS4 community.
Okay.
And basically, I didn't say what website that the
Well done.
fantasy football. Well, it's because over here there's basically only really one that you do. I suppose there's two,
there's
but
the
the other one's
Sun.
the Sun.
You don't want that.
No, fuck off. So, so the website for the fantasy football is fantasy.premierleague.com, buddies, and you can make your team, and once you've made your team and registered it, then you can go to leagues, and you can go create league / join league, and then you can input the number 2747128-643202, and that will join you.
Number again is
2747128-643202.
rolls off the tongue.
It's fucking peachy, buddy. It's got a nice flow to it. Very enjoyable indeed.
I mean, at the moment, if I had to put that number in my phone, I'd be totally fucked because I can't press the number 1.
I mean, that is an issue because there is indeed a number 1 in that number.
I know.
And that's why you said that.
Exactly.
So yeah, come and join our league, buddies, if you want to. Just for S&Gs. Fill your boots.
Sausage and goulash.
Sausage and goulash. You got anything else, buddy?
No.
So I guess that'll about do us for episode 124 of the JfG podcast. And it's been bright and breezy, buddy. We've caned our way through. What do you reckon?
I don't know why it's gone so quickly. I mean, I thought we were going to fucking talk forever in the intro, but we didn't. I was amazed. We had so much to talk about.
Dropped a few sections here and there this week. Keep it fucking interesting. Keep it rigid.
Moved it about.
Moved it about.
Switcheroo.
Mate, I haven't been moving about very well after that go-kart, and I'll tell you that.
Yeah, that guy's a cunt.
Yeah, what douchebag. Yeah, there you go.
Fuck it. Right, sign off.
You had enough.
I mean,
what are we going to play now, though? Are we going to play Orcs?
There we go. I mean, what else is there to play?
Baseball?
Isn't Sonic like online?
There's an alleged online element to Sonic, buddy. Perhaps we should investigate.
We'll investigate that then.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
We can do that. Mate, I ain't even got on my speckled hen yet.
I know. I'm still on my first like large brewdog. This is poor show.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Swings and roundaboo, buddy. I might bust out some sort of top 5 or perhaps a quiz for next week's episode.
Well, to be honest, we did say we wanted to kind of cut like 15, 20 minutes off. You know, we're hitting the hour and a half mark. This is prime time.
Yeah. Oh, well, fair enough then, buddy. We've done this on purpose. Thanks so much for listening, buddies. You can find us at www.thejfgpodcast.co.uk, on Facebook at Facebook.com/the JfG podcast. Our Twitter handle, of course, is at the JfG podcast. If you want to listen to an episode from 3 weeks ago, then head over to soundcloud.com/justforgamers. Just brush that up, buddy. Have a little look at that. You'll like that. It's tasty. We're on all these here video streaming sites and so on and so forth, including, of course, the YouTubes, where you can find the JfG podcast on there, twitch.tv/the JfG podcast, and beam.pro, aka mixer.fucking.com. We're at the old JfG podcast on there as well. Come and join our PS4 community. There's pictures of Ulces. There's all sorts of bits and bobs there, buddies. A bit of art from Mel, bit of art from Ad Yummy, bit of art from old Ash there, and the Funk, and more to come, I'm sure. And we're also, of course, on Google Plus, if that's how you choose to live your lives. Thanks so much for listening, buddies. We're off to discover the wonders of Sonic for about 3 minutes before firing up Orcs Must Die and trying a really difficult level. We'll catch you next week. Until then, I've been Alex. He has been Ash.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. You've been listening to the JfG podcast with Ash and me, Alex. To find out more, head to www.justforgamers.co.uk, Facebook.com/the JfG podcast, or Twitter, where we are at the JfG podcast. Episodes go live every Sunday, and if you could pop onto iTunes and write us a quick review, we would love every inch of you, even if you got old and fat. Thanks so much for listening, and we will catch you next time.